Now the situation in the valley is tense. India Today's Ashraf Vani is on ground zero. He sent us this report.
It is the 34th day of continuous unrest here in the Kashmir Valley. I am standing in the center square of Srinagar city, that is Lal Chowk, which is the center of intentions and contention for coming 3 days, as tomorrow and day after tomorrow separatists have given the call for Lal Chowk Chalo, and also on the 15th of August, on the day of independence, the tricolor will be unfurled here in this square. But so far the authorities have clamped once again strict curfew in and around this particular Lal Chowk area, so that not any kind of attempt of rally could be allowed here. We have seen few days back the mobile service was restored to some extent for call purposes, but that has once again been closed in the Kashmir Valley. Despite the discussions in Rajya Sabha on Kashmir issue and also the all-party meeting chaired by Prime Minister himself, there is not any kind of improvement in the situation so far in the valley. With cameraman Rohith Ahmed Ashrafani for India Today in Srinagar.
And India Today's Ashar Ahmed Khan joins me for more on this all-party meeting. We will also cut across to Srinagar and bring in Sujaul Haq for more on this. But Ashar, tell us more about the agenda of this all-party meeting. Are there any concrete points? Is it just a sounding board? What steps is the government planning? And the Congress wasn't very happy about this. Why?
Well, we've seen that the Home Minister gave a comprehensive reply on the floor of the House 2 days back, and that is exactly what is going to be the agenda of this meeting. All parties will be brought up to speed as far as the action which is being taken by the government and how the government is planning to reach out. And most likely the government will also try and explain its position and policy to the opposition parties also seeking support. While on the other hand, the Congress party is extremely critical. What they are saying is, since you have governments in both the state as well as the centre, it is incumbent upon you as the government to normalize the situation. Also on the floor of the House, we saw Sitaram Yechury, CPIM General Secretary, said that he's never seen a 34-day unrest, a 34-day curfew which is going on in the valley. So clearly there will be tempers which will be raised, but in the end most likely there could be some meeting of the minds and some formulation could come out eventually.
Okay, stay with me for a moment. Now, when we're talking about reactions to this all-party meeting to decide what's the road ahead, how is it that normalcy can be restored in Jammu and Kashmir once again, let's listen in to what politicians are thinking at this stage. India Today's Sujaul Haq now joins me with the latest on this story. Shuja, 34th day of unrest in the valley. Are there any expectations? And if so, what are these expectations from this all-party meeting?
Well, Gaurav, rightly put, more than 1 month of the unrest, and things only seem to be getting from bad to worse. The only hope that most of the people who want normalcy in the valley is that there should be some political intervention, some political reach out, and this all-party meeting seems to be a step towards that. So there are many who are pinning their hopes towards what really would be the outcome of this all parties meet. Remember, if we see the history of Jammu and Kashmir and the unrest that have happened in past, like in 2010, it was the all parties meeting and the all parties delegation that had come to the valley after a massive unrest, which had set the stepping stone for calming down the situation. So
yes,
people have that kind of hope from this political initiative as well. But many are still saying that they'll wait and watch out for what exactly would be those strategies and steps that the centre would take to ensure that some normalcy comes, some de-escalation of the situation is seen on the ground.
Okay, stay with me for a moment. And Ashar, apart from an all-party meeting, several MPs on the floor of the House said that an all-party delegation should go to Srinagar and speak to all interlocutors, and especially the moderates, especially the political parties in the valley, the students. Any forward movement on that? Any timeline for that?
Well, we've heard nothing about that from the government, but yes, there has been a demand from all MPs that an all-party delegation should go. The biggest criticism which is coming in from the government, from the opposition of this government, is as far as this crisis is concerned, that they are not involving people, they are not engaging into dialogue with the local leaders, the local people, the local stakeholders. What they are doing is that they are giving diktats to the security personnel, and everything is being done by the security personnel, and there should be more political illegal activity which should take place. So that is the criticism under which the government is coming from the MPs of the opposition parties.
Ashar and Shuja, keep tracking that story. Gentlemen, I will come back to you for more on this. But for the moment, I quickly want to cut across and talk about what's happening between India and Pakistan. You've heard, no, it's not just Professor Bhim Singh of the Panthers Party, it's not just the BJP. Now, cutting across party lines, there is realization of the role of Pakistan in fomenting this trouble. The confessions of a Pakistani terrorist, Bahadur Ali. The Ministry of External Affairs now is preparing a dossier, we are told, on the Lashkar-e-Taiba trained Pakistani terrorist Saifullah alias Bahadur Ali. This will be presented to the Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh. Let me now quickly bring in India Today's Atir Khan, because the Prime Minister's office is waiting for this dossier. The Home Ministry is preparing for this, when we'll talk in greater detail about this, but there's breaking news just coming in.